cameras?
He's filming.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking pictures.
Okay. So today we're going to Harrisburg, as Tammy said. We're going to have a meeting with Secretary Arkush, and we're going to demand some things. We're demanding that these Medicaid cuts stop, because these Medicaid cuts are going to kill people. That's the whole thing. When you lose your health care, what else are you going to do? Who has these thousands of dollars to pay for an emergency room visit? Nobody has that. Nobody has the money to pay for ambulance trips. We have people that are sick, that have seizures, that are denying ambulance trips because they cannot afford the ambulance to go to the hospital, and they're having seizures, and they don't want the trip. You know, we've gotten to that point. It's a phase where it's obvious that the ruling class is trying to kill us. Through the pandemic, they have realized that they don't need as many of us as they thought. Automation is taking over within the next 10 years. They're saying we could lose up to 30% of the jobs due to automation. What are we going to do then? People losing their health care, people losing jobs. Places like this are going to expand. We have a new prison being built on the outskirts of the city they're building 1,200 beds. This has 800. Why are they building 1,200 beds? They're going to fill that. They're going to fill that. Because of new policies of violence they are perpetrating on us with these new ordinances that you can't be in parks laying around, you have to be doing something. You can't, they're kicking the homeless out of Ben's Park. They're kicking the homeless out of everywhere. They're criminalizing the homeless, and it's not their fault. It's through policy violence that people end up in that position. I was homeless myself. It was through policies and things like that led to that. So, sorry. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, Tammy wants to jump in here and agitate us a little bit more.
All right, go. I just want to say that I don't know who has, but I know that as media and communications work in the movement, I pay attention to what's out there in the media. And what I'm seeing are articles about the rise in poverty, the rise in food insecurity, the rise in homelessness, and again, expanding prisons but closing hospitals, right? With these Medicaid cuts, that's going to exacerbate all of that. It's going to get 10 times, 100 times worse. Now is the time to come together and unite and demand our human rights.
That's right.
If we do not do that, we will die. We will either die or wind up incarcerated. The masses in this country cannot afford to meet their basic needs. And it's only getting worse. And it will continue to get worse if we don't unite and make demands now. Now is the time. We got to do it. Our very survival as human beings depends on that. We have no choice. We have to. And we are asking others to join the poor and dispossessed as we lead this movement to abolish poverty. There's enough to go around. We don't need to fight each other for scraps. It is ours, and we need to demand it, and we need to take it. You only get what you're organized to take.
That's right.
Drop the mic.
Don't drop it, they're new.